around town. Time for us to discuss some business talks. And today is Tuesday. And you know that every Tuesday we talk about exporting products from Nigeria abroad. It's what we talk about every Tuesday. And today I have my guest in the studio, a regular guest, and we're going to be discussing how to export from Nigeria to US. How to export a product from Nigeria to US, and maybe if time permits to other country. We are speaking with this morning with Mr. Godwin Oyefeso. He is an agri business expert, a publisher, a business growth strategist, SME, and export consultant. He is the founder of Success Edge for Entrepreneurship Development, SEED, president of Success Edge Exporters Network. He is a board member of the U.S. Nigerian Trade Council, Atlanta, Georgia, USA. He is the immediate past vice chairman, Export Group, Lagos Chambers of Commerce. And he's also a member of different organizations. He's right here with us this morning to answer questions and to discuss how to export products from Nigeria to the US. I know you can export to other countries, but today we are focusing on the US, and we're going to be talking extensively on that. But we've had some carryover questions from you for those that attended the last seminar and those that still have some questions. You can send it now. Mr. Oyefeso is here to answer your question. The number is 0700 903 903 90700 903 9039. Good morning to you, Mr.
Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Lagos. It's a pleasure being around today.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, quite a long week.
Yeah, glad to have you here. So today we are talking exports and how to export products from Nigeria to the US. Where do we start from? I know that last week we talked about it, but today our discussion. Is it the product to export, or how to prepare your product for export?
Okay.
Or how many products can you export to the US?
US, okay.
What modalities?
Okay. Yeah, but Mary is like you're now an expert, you know. Anyways, it's interesting. Exporting to the United States of America, we said, is very lucrative, and it's a very buoyant economy with about over $20 trillion economy, 50 states in the United States, vast land, and people actually honestly desire to buy foodstuff from Nigeria, you know, with a lot of ethnic, African diaspora, Nigerian African diaspora ready to buy. So it's a ready market for all the items you see in Nigeria. Okay, we also need to understand that this is a very huge economy. You know, the population of the US is a bigger than Nigeria. The people are capable. They don't really complain. You know, Nigerians complain at times. No. Once you have your products well done, meet up the certification, you don't have any problem, you know, exporting. Then there's also, like I said earlier on, the reason why we're talking about this is that there's a platform known as AGOA. And that's where we actually want to focus more attention. AGOA is a platform. The meaning of AGOA is African Growth Opportunity Art. Okay, the essence of this particular scheme is to allow Nigerian goods have a passage to America without duty being paid. Now, what do we mean by that? What that actually implies is that when you're exporting various types of commodities to the United States of America, and you are exporting various commodities to the United States of America, you don't pay duty on them. When a duty is paid on goods, they make it more expensive. Now, let me give you an example. For example, people are importing cars. They are importing jewelries from other countries to Nigeria. Now, the customers increase the duty paid on those things. Because of that, the goods becomes more expensive. People cannot buy it. So, but when it is duty free, it gives people more access to buy the commodity, and the person person exporting that particular commodity will be much more richer. Now, another reason why you can actually, we are talking about export. Now, the government is pushing forward something that is very, very important, which is export for survival. Now, let me tell you this. There are countries in the world that have oil and their oil have dried up. The question is this: if you focus, you are making a revenue, about 90 or 95% of Nigerian revenue in foreign exchange is based on oil. Now the question is, if the oil dries up, what will Nigeria do? It means that that's the end of that economy. So the only people who can salvage Nigerian economy, the people who can actually put things well for Nigeria, are people who are listening to me, who have various commodities that you can export. Now the question is, what are the commodities that can export? I'm going to dwell, I will list them, but next week, by the grace of God, I'll be taking them in detail one after the other. But it's also very good. It's not why is America? No, there are reasons why you need to actually export to America, and that is why there's what you call export for survival. Now, like I said earlier on, you need to export various commodities. Now, what are the commodities that you can export? Quite every commodity you see in Nigeria can be exported, but there are conditions, because Nigeria is not like other countries. Every other country has its own model. They also have their own way of doing things. Though there are specifications, we'll be telling you. Okay, so what are some of these commodities that you can export? Various food stuff that you can export. You can export fishery items to United States. Okay, there is a product, a fish called barracuda. Mary, have you heard about that? Barracuda is in high demand in United States of America. You can actually export this particular fish. Then some other fish like tilapia, which is called bolo, they have a lot of bones, but they are very sweet. People like crayfish can be exported, okay, to America. Either you package it or you leave it in wholesome, either dried. Okay, you also can export items such as shrimp and prawns. They are also can be exported to America. Now there are also some things that is classified as harbor in the United States. I'm going to give you some figures to justify some of these things I'm talking. I'm just saying, no. Are people exporting those things? Are people making money from it? My question is yes, sir. People are making money from that particular venture. Things like bitter cola, okay, cola nuts, wonderful cola, okay, are in high demand, in terms of, things that you can export. You also can export a value-added product, okay. For example, you can make beans into beans flour, okay, for moi moi and akara, okay. You actually can do that, and you make a lot of money. You also can do pulp, okay, either dried or in fresh, can also go to America, okay. And you also can make some good money exporting some items. Some of these things that we don't add value to, they actually can be exported, and you can make good money out of it. Then you can also export leaf. Mary, I don't know whether you know this leaf they use for moi moi. Mary, export it, and you make good money out of it. In fact, when I show you some photograph that I took in the United States of this, because I always, each time I do some of these things, I take a photographs, I do a video clips of some of this. Nigerians can always believe that this thing is real and it's really possible. Now you also can export various types of leaf, like ugu leaf can be exported to America. America is huge, over 300 million people, okay, and almost about 45% are almost black or African and Americans in the diaspora. So the things are good, because most of these things that you see in Nigeria, they are medicine, and they've come to realize the need for them to export. The question you want to ask is that, can they grow all these things in that particular place? Yes, no, yes, they can. They can use GMO stuff like the greenhouse, but you discover that when they use chemical to produce some of those things, it does more damage to the body because of the chemical fertilizer. But now God has actually blessed Nigeria. They has a vast land that is fertile. Now when you plant some of those items I'm mentioning in Nigeria, they add more value to your life, they more add age to your life, and it's actually awesome. It's always awesome. So basically, when you talk about export, so anybody can export. I keep on telling people, you don't need to be a graduate to export. You don't need to have masters or PhD to export. What you need is information. And that is what is important. I've seen a lot of people who have never gone to school before. They are exporting. Yes, they never went to any school, but you tell them a seminar is so amount, they'll be the first person to be there. They will listen diligently. I know a woman who cannot even read or write. It's so funny. In a seminar, people were interpreting in Yoruba to the woman. It's so funny. But you know that after 6 or 7 months, the woman said, yes, we've passed. Do you know what the woman did? Anything hard, he gets home, give it to his student to give her better explanation. Once he does that, before you know, he gets all the documentation needed and he's off to go. So don't delay, don't actually say, it's because I don't know book. It has nothing to do. What is more important is that, do you have the commodity? Do you know where you can get it? Quality product, then you are in for export. So other things you can export in terms of food items is ofada rice. Okay, ofada rice is in high demand in the United States because normally some of these rice we imported, they don't have as much value as ofada rice. Ofada rice has 100% nutrients. Okay, the other one that is being imported, by the time it has gone through refurbishment, they are not almost 60% of the nutrients is wiped off. So but our further rice is in high demand. Now, like I also said, you say you can export yam, to the United States of America, but the good thing and why I'm not so happy about export to the United States is that, number one, the under the AGOA platform, these things have become cheaper and people have more access to buy them, okay, because they are duty free. So what you're actually working on telling Nigerians to actually work on is using the AGOA platform to export those particular things. Do you know also you can export fabrics? Ankara can be exported, batik can be exported, either sewn or not sewn, you can export it. Plantain chips can be exported. In the last seminar, some people brought some plantain chips and we told them what actually they needed to do. And I believe that if they're able to do that, by the grace of God, be much more in the United States. At least in my next year, by God's grace, I should be about 3 or 4 times United States because there's a lot of program line up that I need to be there. So for those who cannot go, we'll be taking your product along. But those who can go, we're going to arrange for you, okay, to make sure you can exhibit your product in some of the. So it's in a two-way approach. We are not just telling you how to export. We also can take you to United States. But remember, it is not for the purpose of Japa. Some people say, thank God I'm at that seminar. I must be in that. Okay. Can't we do it tomorrow? Can I come to your office? Mercy, do you know some people come and say, sir, can I leave that seminar or something? Can we do one-on-one? How much is your fee? I say, Oga, be patient. No, I can't be patient. I don't ask my friend. He said the thing where they talk now, but my friend, they no one tell me. So please, you have to be very patient. You need to be very patient in whatever you're doing because it's not for jackpot purpose, okay? It is the essence of you having a product, exhibiting your product, and I can tell you, America will be begging you to be coming. Okay, for example, they've been calling me now since after take them easy, because the last time we went there, we trained some people. They set up their own African shop. They are now selling. They turn from retail. They are now having they are now becoming a wholesalers. And these things are in demand. So basically, like I said earlier on, vast opportunity for those. America is good. America is fine. It's not that we are promoting the country, but we are telling you that they are good partners to work with in terms of exporting commodities outside the country.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's get into questions.
Questions, good. Yes, I love that. I always like questions. I don't know why.
No, it's good because you have a ready answer.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Some other politicians do not want a question.
Question? No, they don't like. Or they will try to give them the question before they come for the studio. They can rehearse. Yeah, these are no rehearsal.
So the number to send in your questions to is 0700 903 9039. That is the number for WhatsApp. 0700 903 9039. If you want to call into the program, you can call. Call us at 0700 903 903 903. So that's the number to call, 0700 903 903 903 to be part of the program. So I take the very first message here this morning. Okay, this one says, Good morning to you. My name is John Okoro, and I'm listening to you now from Mafoluko. I'm really interested in export, especially to America. I have heard all that you said, but I would like to know what it takes for me to start. What are the process? I don't have a registered business. I am a civil servant, so
Good.
I'm starting from the scratch.
Scratch, yes.
What would I need to get? Because I know that there are procedures, there are steps to this thing. So can you kindly walk me
Okay.
through it from
Yeah.
the beginning to where I can make my first export?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. For you to go into export, the first thing you need to do is to get a company register, but that's also not a difficult thing. By the grace of God, that can be done. Getting a company register, from our own end, within 10 days we can actually assist you to get a company register in the next 10 days. Okay, you also need an export license. Now, getting an export license from our own end, also trying to assist you within 3 days. So what we are trying to say is that all your documents can be ready in the next 14 days. Now, you also need, like I said earlier on, to do export, you need to have a foreign account. Once a company is registered, okay, you go to any Nigerian bank, get you get a current account. Then after the current account, just tell them that you want to open a DOM account, which is a foreign account. Once that is done, these things are given to you from there, because when you have when money is being paid, they will be paid to you in dollar, not in naira. Okay, and what that implies that you must have a dollar account. So when your money, you send the attempts, the money is paid to you in dollars. Okay, so you need to have a domiciliary account. Then you also need to have an email, so that for correspondence. Those are basic things you need to. Then the last thing is that you need to have a product. At least any product you have capacity for, because there are occasions whereby, I remember in 2019 when we went to the United States, by the grace of God, we applied for about, out of the 15 people, US was candid enough to give at least 12 people. Now, the remaining people who couldn't attend, we did a Skype right in the conference. Then they're asking them questions, that, oh, sorry, is this your product? He said, yes, it's my product. Okay, what do you use? A woman was even not annoyed that, why are they asking me? Is it question and answer session? I said, now the person will want buy good from you be this now. He's supposed to ask you now, okay, so where do you have a factory you do these things, or you do it in your house? Okay, I will come. I will tell you later. So they are gonna. So the occasion whereby like that, you can put you on a Skype for you to explain your good, so that they are the one that will be able to defend it right there. So basically, you just need to have a product. It's not necessary to have a lot of product. You can have about 3. You can have 2. You can have 1. In fact, start with 1. From there, you'll be blown off. Okay. So those are the basic things that is there. The good thing that there's a market there. That's the joy I have. By the time you get to a place like Houston, get to a place like Baltimore, get to a place like Atlanta, you get to you get to New York. Mary, do you know? To me, I feel New York is it's just like Lagos Island. Like Ajegun. You see a lot of people. Very, very funny people running up and down as if people are pursuing them. Very funny place like that. I don't like New York, but there's a lot of people. You see, there was a time I was in New York.
Like Lagos.
Like Lagos. So don't think that Lagos is rough. No. For New York. Do you know in New York, you see Igbo guys say, hey, bros, you want to ride? Okay, see you. Now $5, okay, call me, man. He goes, hey, wow, and they be you there, yeah. Yes, it's a free land, okay, for those who know what they are doing, okay. You make impact, okay. So, and those people who are there, who are Africans, Ghanaian, Togolese, Africans and Nigerian Americans in diaspora, those people are the people that eat all these things we are taking. And some of them, Nigerians who are married, okay, who are married to Americans, okay, they getting by. So those are the steps to take. You just need to have it, and that's why we organize training program, so that we can tell you this is the list of what is needed. This is how you put it in place. I think the good thing is that most of the people who attended our last training, they are getting good. They are doing well now, because there are things they don't know. Okay, now they know, and they are now doing better. So I think that question is answered.
So says good morning to you. I want to get information on that export program. Okay, you're already listening to it. Keep listening. You get more information. to the program. So we have another message here.
Okay.
It says, "Good morning to you. My name is Nwanfo, and from Oshodi. Thank you so much for your enlightenment. I'm getting value for this program. Just want to appreciate you. So thank you for that message." Another one says, "I hope I can really do this export. I've been hearing about it on your radio station for a while now. I want to be part of it, but I am so busy with what I'm doing. But I would like to retire with exporting products out of the country, especially to US. Thank you so much for your program. Okay, I hope you get enough ginger to start. I hope so." So this one is a message from Onome. Onome says, "Good morning to you. I am a mother of two, and my sisters and brothers are in US,
Wow.
Canada, and different places.
Correct.
I would like to get into this export and export products to them so that they can help me sell.
Good.
So I would like to know how I can package the products I want to send to them. Do I need to register a business for that? Or and get an export license?" Okay, that's the question.
That's the question. Now, what's the name of the person?
Okay, I think.
Onome?
No, maybe
Okay. Okay. Onome, it will be very unfortunate if you don't do this and you are going to regret about it, because they will even envy you when you start this business. Now, do you know what we are going to do for you is that I would like to know the state. No, don't tell me on air now. Okay, the state where your seedlings are in the United States. And what we are going to do is that, we'll give you the African shops that your brother or sister will go to and tell them that I have this. Mary, do you know what I just love about the United States? When you have something and you can approach them, man, you seal it off. That's all. Not be say come today, come tomorrow, and I want. It's not like that. They just book you on. They see the samples of what you want to do. So you have a very good chance to actually start this business because you have your seedlings over there. But for those who doesn't know anybody over there, okay, we have a setup whereby we can give you, just try to know if it's in your brother is in Los Angeles, or it's in New Jersey, or it's in North Carolina, it's in Alabama, it's in New York, it's in Atlanta, it's in Maryland, anywhere your relation are. All we need to do is just to let us know that place. We have a list of all the people who sells those products in America. Like I used to tell you, I'm not just talking. I'm talking because I am a member of the U.S. African Trade Council in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a board member, okay? And every year we have a program that brings sellers to buyers, okay, in the United States. Okay, so we are not talking. I'm also a member of Nigerian American Chamber of Commerce. So when it comes to the issue of America, be rest assured that you are in a safe hand, because we will guide you, we will direct you, and try to mentor you. But we also need to let you realize that there are some things you need to put in place for those markets to sell well. So, Oname, be rest assured. All you need to do is just to get, know what needs to be done. Okay, and once you know what needs to be done, the sky cannot be your limit.
Great, yes. Thank you. Now, yeah. more messages.
Message.
Who says, "Good morning to you. I'm a fashion designer.
Beautiful.
And I want to start exploring Amazon. Is that also exporting products from Nigeria abroad?
Yes.
I make ready-to-wear clothes. Is that also part of exporting abroad?
Good.
Amazon?
There's a program we are working on now, how to export your products through the Amazon. Now, you'll be in Nigeria. There's a place you take the product to, and Amazon accepts the product, and your money, your dollar is paid to your account. Such interesting. Amazing. When you go online, just go type Amazon. You will see a lot of Nigerian product on Amazon. Those people don't move a niche. They are in Lagos. They're in Aba. They are in Delta. But once your product is sold, your money is credited to your account.
When your product is sold and then the person that buys it receives the product.
Receive the product.
Okay.
No, Amazon collect the product from you. Okay. There's what we call Amazon warehouse. Okay. Let's seal that. That's another secret. Okay. So, but basically, you can sell through the Amazon. And you see the fashion you are talking about. I have about three programs in the United States. One in Florida, in Miami, Florida, is beautiful. If I take you to that place, if you are not married before you go, you will not come back to Nigeria.
Wow.
I'm telling you. Because if you take anything clothing. This is what I see in Florida, in Miami. Any I don't know why it's like that in Florida. Anything Africa, they are just crazy. You know, I was also in Brazil some years back, and I put on adire. Do you know what somebody said? Say, sorry, Mr. Man, I love this dress. I say, you love this dress, oh, very good. Say, please, can you remove it for $100? I say, I go come be weary. Because, say, don't worry, I'm going to give you singlet. No, I'm not all that. If you need it, I'm going to get it for you. So, I don't like that. I love Africa. I go off. And the guy is serious. It showed me, said, see, $100. I give it down to you guys. I said, no, sorry. No, you. I said, I don't. I said, you have a singlet? It's just like this. I should look. Said, I should open my decision.
You can give it to him.
Give it to him. He said, you know what I did? I put on Africa. Okay, and put stone. This everybody start looking at Africa, you know. So those are things they love. Anything Africa. Like for example, you go on Amazon, you can see up and down skirt and blouse, beautifully dressed for us. I mean, beautiful as much as $150 to $250. So it's possible.
Now we'll go for a commercial break.
Okay,
we'll be
good.
back.
Mama, brother, sister, this Lagos must work for all of us. Everybody down
Oh yes, Lagos people, papa, mama, sister, brother, auntie, plus including uncle them. Better don't land for Lagos State gidigba. Money will be for Lagos State, then go use them for Lagos State. Wella, no more baba sope. Then no go chop Lagos State money. Nobody go pocket Lagos State. Then go take and build Lagos State, build road, build hospital, build houses, and now only one man fit do this job. His name na Abdulaziz Olajide Adediran Jando. He can't carry one obonge person as the deputy governor. Her name na Funke Akindele. My people, what do we wait for? Make we vote for light, vote for change. No be the kind change where they vote before. This one na the original change. How Amumu don't do? Pay the pay.
everybody down
It's 10 a.m. on 90.3 FM.
Of the hour, this is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. You are listening to Business Around Town, and today, being Tuesday, we are discussing exporting products from Nigeria to the US. We have our guest here, Godwin Oyefeso, talking about export, and answering questions now from you. You can send in your question on 0700 903 9039. That is the number to send your questions to. Y for call is 0700 903 9039. That is for the call. I hope you got the number. Now back to the messages that we are receiving right now and the ones we've received before now. This one is from Chinyere from from Mandilas. It says, good morning to you. My name is Chinyere from Mandilas. I've been listening to your program now for more than a month concerning the exports. I could not make it to the last seminar, but I'd like to come for the other one. When is it? And then my question here is about exporting leaves and spice to the US. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Just that's where she stopped.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, leaves and spice. You didn't tell her the kind of leaf, but it's okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, another message here says, lovely morning to you. My name is okay. Let's take this call before I go back to the message. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name and your location?
I'm Chief Rashid Adekunle Amisu.
Okay.
So I'm calling from Muodofin.
Okay. Welcome. Go ahead with your question.
I've been following this program since last week.
Okay.
So I was even trying to call last week, but I'm not getting through. I should just try now. I want to come to your office directly. I don't know if you're the direct contact that I can call to get to.
Okay, you want to come to our office?
Yeah.
Okay, for inquiry on the export?
On the export, yeah.
Okay. And but do you have a question concerning the export here that the our guest can answer? If you have a question now.
Actually, the question I just need is the seminar. When will the seminar come up? And how much is the fuel? How much are you people collecting to register?
Okay.
That is number one.
Okay.
And the other one is when I come to office, I will know what to.
You want to come to the office now? I'm trying to save you the time of coming to the
And
office
the money.
and the money and
Transport.
by trying to explain everything to you here. But don't worry, you come to the office. But let's answer your first question.
Okay.
Chief,
Okay.
are you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'm going to cut the corner so you can listen via your radio. Is that okay?
Oh, okay, no problem.
So you can hear everything that I will say. Okay, you asked if there's another training coming up.
Yes.
We are working
on that.
Yeah,
We'll
working
get
on
back
that.
to you immediately. That is, we'll be able
Yes.
to. But be rest assured, something is coming very soon.
Yes.
Then the first lady, I think was asking about spices. Now, various spices you can export to America include turmeric, include black pepper, chili pepper. You also can, export ginger, garlic. Like I said, Nigerian ginger is one of the best in the world and it's very, very good. So there's a high demand for them. So those are the kind of spices you can. Now, there are two ways by which you can export.
We have another caller.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Can you turn down the volume on your radio set, please?
Yeah, I've done that. This is Mr. Peter
Okay.
calling from Shasha.
Okay. Welcome, Mr. Peter from Shasha. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead with the question.
Good morning.
Good morning to
I
you.
want to ask that man on the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, his personal number. In case if I needed him, I will contact him direct.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Peter. We can't give you his number on radio like this, but we could.
Yeah,
what
you send it. You send it is my number, and you send it after.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Peter. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. That's the number. If you have a question, feel free to call us and ask your questions. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, ma'am. What's your name and your location?
It's Vera from Munshi.
Welcome, Madam Vera. Go ahead with your question.
Okay. What I want to ask is about the company.
Yes.
It's like my husband have a registered company already, but not based on food ventures, because I'm into selling of palm oil. So I want to know more. Am I going to go through his registered company already, or must I have my own?
Okay.
Good.
That's your question. Great.
That's the question.
You get answers to your
Okay,
question.
now, madam, when you are doing export is not an individual business. It's a corporate business, and the business should outlive you. By the grace of God, you're going to live long. I'm praying, madam, that you live at least to about 120 to 150 years. Okay, but eventually, when you depart, your children, all the people who you left the thing for, will continue. Export does not die. Mary, do you know the reason why I love export? Export is an institution. Okay, it continues and continue. It's not a business that I do this week, I don't do this week, I do this year, I don't want to do again. Once you started, it's only death that can separate you, because the things you are exporting, some people need it every day, every week, every month, every year, and they will not stop asking for it. So, but in terms of company, you need to I need to see the company. Okay, and I also advise that we don't operate our company with another people, because you see, when it comes to money.
What about this is your husband, not
yes.
other people.
No. If you have your husband, then
you can use our husband's registered company.
Yes, you can or you cannot. Now, if you are the one dealing in that company, and your name must be inside that particular registration. It's not, your husband cannot collect money for you. If you are the one doing the business, your name must show that you are part of the company. So that's one. In the last training we had, the man actually came before he got married. He has registered a company and put his two brother there. Now he has married, and the wife is the initiator of the export, and is the wife that is going to be communicating. Now you want to be doing the business. The person who is a director, who is be initiating the business and talking with the people, his name does not reflect the document. So this is also very important. That's why I encourage people, when you are registering a company, please try and put your seedlings, put your partner there. But if you are not, immediately you are married, please make sure your wife is there, or you register another company where your name and that of your wife will be included. It's very, very important. So, madam, you cannot use your company's registration except you are a part of that. Your name is in that company registration. That is what is more important, because they are dealing with you not as an individual, but they're dealing as a corporate body, because you become a legal entity. So that is the answers to that question.
Okay, now to another question here. This one says here that good morning to you. Wait, hold on. Good morning. My name is Mr. Charles. I'm listening to you right now. I love what you're saying, but the truth is I'm not financially buoyant right now to go into the export. Is there anything I can do in the meantime?
Okay.
Okay. But,
now,
okay, I'm not done with it.
Okay, yes.
Say, but on my mind, I have export in my mind. So if there's a way I can start small, very small. I'm talking about 20,000.
Oh.
I would like to know. Thank you.
Can do, but Nigeria does not permit it. Some people, you want to help them, but it's very risky, because Nigerians they are only. I'm sorry to say this. Some people are just after the money, not after the trade, and that's what is important. There's nothing bad, I can just, if I'm doing 20 feet, warehousing, to a place like Baltimore, I can ask you, please bring this. When the money come, I distribute it. But if you tell them that, sorry, the money is Monday, maybe it's going to be Wednesday. Say, God, no talk that in again, no talk that in again. So to avoid that, that's why we want you to be personally involved, so that your eyes and everything you can see what you are doing. That's number one. Number two, it's also another avenue where you do things on your own. There are some programs that they are going to invite you, personally, that you'll be there. Like, for example, there's a program now we're going to have next year in India. Now, the government is paying 5 days hotel, 5-star hotel free. Okay, you'll be eating morning, afternoon, and evening free. Why? Those people who we are taking are the people who have been supplying at and they've known them. Their names is in the company. They're inviting them as a company, not as an individual. Okay, so you can export 20,000. Yes, that's no problem. But the basic thing is that you must have some documents to back up so that if they want to pay you the money, they'll have a place to pay the money to. But I would not advise you do export, with any individual, because anything can happen at any time. What happened the time you export and they are selling money to you and they tell the man died? What will happen? And the money is in the account of the man. And they said, you reached and say, I just want to say, just to come and commiserate with you, and I want to tell you that your husband about my $5,000. I say, Oga, sorry, you go meet him forever. So to avoid that, it's always good so that you can be in charge, you can be in control, but you can start small. Like I keep on telling people, you can start small, but depending on the volume of what you are sending, like I just received a message as I'm here now from my partner in California, and he said that they needed ginger, they need wheat, they need some, about almost 4 or 5 things, on a small quantity. Okay, but we need to see the product needs to be very good, okay, for them to receive it. I think, but you can start small. Okay, I think that's just it.
Thank you so much for answering that question.
Yeah, thank you.
The number to call is 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. That's the number to call. Why for WhatsApp is 0700 903 9039. Now, good morning to you, Mary. I've been listening to the program. In fact, I attended training and I must say that it was life-changing. Thank you so much for bringing Mr. Yefesa to this seminar. And I have not been able to make my first export because I don't know what to do. In fact, it's like I need a lot more training every day. Please help me. Will I ever be able to export? I have the information. What do I do?
Okay. Very painful. Now, madam, if you are listening to me, I'm not happy because on that day you saw some people bring in products. All I need to just identify one product that the capacity. It's not only you to just say this is it, but where to get those products. Because once you started one, I can bet you will be no rest again because they keep on demanding and demanding. So what I want to encourage you is that, madam, I really appreciate you and we thank you for your participation, but you need to just pick a product. Maybe you can pray, God, which product should I take?
Let's take this call.
Yes.
First. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program. What's your name and location?
Yeah, my name is Daniel. I'm calling from Iba.
Okay, welcome, Daniel. Go ahead with your question.
Actually, I'm just listening to this program for the very first time, and I can say that I'm really, really impressed with what I'm hearing. And the question I want to ask is, what is the estimate? Let me say a very low budget to start. If someone wants to start with the export business from your experience.
Okay. Now, thank you very much for my experience. I can tell you can start with 100,000, and you can start with 1 million. You can start with 100 million. You can start with 75,000. Everything depends on what you are spending, the volume of what you are exporting. Now, if you are exporting to a retailer, they needed small because that's why you see. I told people where you can go and be exporting this thing on weekly basis. That's why you see a lot of crowd in that place every week, because things that is exported is on daily basis, man. Okay, so it depends on the volume what you are sending. Okay, if you are sending, it can be just 1 carton of Indomie. Okay, that cannot be 1 million. Okay, when that person exhort that, we ask you for another one, you quickly go and send it again. Okay, it can be just 1 or 3 or 5 carton of what they call a pap, dry pap. You send it, they send your money. Okay, so it's not really, when you talk about export, it's not about container. Now at this point, things that does not require more money are food items. Okay, ready-made items like grounded melon, okay, grounded crayfish, spices, okay, even dry ugu leaf. Some people brought that, and we need to correct some things they did. Once you have been able to do, please just get over to me and let me see it. The words that if you cannot go, I'm even ready to take you down to see the buyer one-on-one. Yes, based on my experience and my being a member of the U.S. African Trade Council. And even the U.S. Agency for International Development usually asks us, Godwin, any product, this and that linkage, we keep on giving you information. We are here to give you information because we believe that if you are informed, it's when your transformation actually starts. So definitely, like I said, my brother, it is possible, it is doable, but you just need to have a product. Then in terms of volumes of what you export is what determines the cost. But at least from 75 to 100,000, you can start a very, very small scale export, and you'll be able to make some good money out of it. Yes.
That's beautiful. We are streaming right now on YouTube, so you can watch us on YouTube and ask your questions there on YouTube. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Can you turn down the volume on your radio set?
Yeah, Diana. Hello?
Hello, yes, I can hear you. Good morning to you, madam.
I'm my daughter talking. Good afternoon. Good morning, sorry.
Okay.
Good morning.
Agricultural product to export, but she doesn't know how to start. She has palm oil and bitter cola, but she doesn't know how to start or where to start.
Or who to see to help.
Or who to sell to.
Okay. So you're speaking on behalf of your mom.
No, the mom is even there, still giving in the support.
Okay, so you said bitter cola, oil, and what?
Oil, bitter cola. She wants to export them, but she doesn't know how to start or where to start.
Okay, good.
So listen now, so you could follow.
Okay, thank you very much, the daughter and the mother. Okay, it's possible bitter cola can be exported and palm oil can be exported. Number one, we need to see the type of palm oil that is talking about. Now, most of the palm oil that I see in the United States are the one that have the light one on top of it, okay, which Yoruba people call ogere. Okay, why? Because that does not have cholesterol. Okay, and much cholesterol is not good for the body. Now, in terms of bitter cola can be exported. You have two types of bitter cola, but not in the material itself, but the color. You have black, you have the background is black, and the other one. Now, the type of bitter cola that is needed in the US are basically fresh bitter cola. Now, how do you do this? This is not something I can just explain to you, but I can tell you I have 100% of how to package and how to export. Then when you talk about the issue of who to sell to, now we also do something which perhaps maybe in the next training program we'll try to lay more emphasis upon, how you can be getting buyers. Then if you have a particular product in question, we have list of countries that accept some certain products. Okay, we can also say this is what goes to the US, this is what goes to this country. So it's also not a difficult thing to know. All you need to do is just to have adequate knowledge in that particular thing. Once you have it, you'll be making a lot of good, money exporting. So buyers who can buy those items are available. Countries that accept it, states in the United States that accept those things are also available. So like I said earlier on, maybe if we'll be able to have the program we're talking about, then definitely we'll be able to give you more enlightenment when you come for the training. It's almost about 4 or 5 hour session, So, and people really enjoyed it. One thing is that people doesn't want to go on that day. I don't know. They just sit down.
So I hope you've gotten answers to your questions.
Yes. But like I said, bitter cola is exportable. Places you can export to is available. Okay. Then how you two can be trained to be getting buyers is also available. But all you need to do is to have a skill set to get this thing done. But like I said, there's a market for those two products you mentioned.
Okay. Now there's a market for it.
Yes, there's a market for it.
I know what the woman wants to hear.
Yes.
Is the nitty gritty.
Oh,
like, okay, for a start.
What do I do?
What do I do?
Okay.
For a start. Let's take this call before we get back to that discussion. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, can you turn down the volume on your radio set?
Okay.
Okay, what's your name? What's your name and your location?
My name is
Your radio. It's still loud. You need to turn it off or move away completely.
I've turned it down.
Okay, so go ahead.
What I want to ask is that number one is when is the program? That's number one question. Then and the second one is how do I get the contact of the person that is talking now, so that in due time or whenever I need something like investigating or checking the product, that I can connect to him direct.
Okay. Thank you very much for your question. You get your answers. Now you ask when is the we're looking at on the 17th, but it's tentative. It's not sure yet. So I will communicate that to you. let's say by tomorrow, I'll be here again tomorrow. We'll finalize on the date for the seminar, the training that's coming up. We've had one before. The pay was 10,000 naira, and we had the seminar on the 5th of November. So there might be another one, tentatively. VOP might organize another one on the 17th, but we're not quite sure yet. Now, getting Mr. Oyefeso's number, I can't give you the number now on air. So maybe when you come for the training, you could get it. Maybe you're seeing one-on-one.
One-on-one,
You might not even need the number because he will discuss with you. Now, for the woman that sent that the daughter wants to know, I think one thing we should all get clear, because when you hear information like this, just okay, I want to export. Maybe you think exporting is maybe from here, it's like, I'm here, I want to export to Oshodi. I want to just export. There are a lot of process.
Yes, there are process. Not a lot of process, but there are basic principle
there are basic,
things.
Because there's a
you need to
lady
just
now
put.
that is always calling me,
Yes.
talking to me every now and then. She wants to. You have to have a registered
company, yes.
which is
so that if they are
limited.
sending your money, the money will come straight to you, which is the most important thing.
And then you have to have export license.
Yes, it's because it's a government, coordinated program.
So once you have all those
Yes.
things out of the way, then your product should be well packaged.
Yes, well packaged.
Have a barcode,
Yes.
meet standard. Then cannot connect you to the buyers. Then
will be ready to buy
then you
every
have to
day.
open an
An account for the money to come in.
For the money to
It's
come
not
in.
just to send the goods. If it's to send the goods, I they collect goods. But the issue is that collecting the money. Okay, then let me also tell you this. We are so passionate about this because, to America. Now, let me give you this statistics. In 2020, okay?
Hold
okay.
your statistics first. Let us answer questions. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning.
What's your name and your location?
So my name is Gospel. I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Gospel. Go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, I want to get the address and the location of the seminar and when the seminar is going to be holding.
Okay,
Or
great.
the contact I can reach out to.
Okay. Just keep listening. You will hear it at the end of the day.
Now, there is a statistics in 2020. Herbal tea, please listen to me. When you talk about herbal tea, you're talking about maybe you grind lemongrass. You see, Mary, you know lemongrass?
I know.
Wow.
Yes, I know.
All you need to do is to dry it, grind it, and you package it. It's in high demand, in the United States.
You see?
I'm telling you the truth.
Lemongrass here.
Lemongrass here that people, they cut and they throw away. I'm saying lemongrass.
It's very medicinal anyway.
Very, very. Now, how about and scent leaf, okay? Food preparation worth about 3.5 million were exported United States of America in 2020. 3.5 billion, million naira was exported. Dollar was exported. And, it is still preferred that this thing is not enough. Okay? Now, they are going short for the African Growth Opportunity Act, which is, is something that has been signed into law. And they still find it difficult. They could not understand that Nigeria is not exploiting this opportunity. And that's why we are not happy. People must get involved. And it's not government. Now, let's look at this in 2021. Okay, in the year 20, Nigeria, okay, because of what we start intimating people, telling people now, there's a little increase. Now, in 2021, that is last year, the Nigerian exports to the United States of America was 2 billion. 2 billion, okay, during 2000. This information I'm giving to you is actually from a United States, agency, United Nations Trade database.
Thank you so much. 2 billion.
No, it's, and it's too small. It's too small. Okay, while other countries are doing 300, Ghana is doing almost 10 cents. So people need to wake up and get this thing done. There's a lot of things in abundance. They are crying, waiting for Nigerians to send their goods abroad. Okay, but because of lack of information, and that's the essence of this particular program.
Thank you so much. I know that they leave you can talk for
it is a pleasure.
3 hours.
It's a pleasure.
So we'll be speaking with Mr. Godwin Oyefeso. He's the expert in exporting products from Nigeria abroad. So we're going to have this conversation again. For those of you that ask where is the location and when is the training, what date, we're looking at on the 17th of December, but it's tentatively. So by tomorrow, we will announce it. If the seminar, if we're going to be having the seminar by tomorrow, you will get to know a VOP is organizing the seminar. So we'll tell you. So just keep listening. Listen to 90.3 FM, 9:30 every weekday, 9:30 to 10:30. Business around town. So you get the full information there. We hosted one early this month. VOP hosted one. So we're working on doing another one for you. So 17th of December, hopefully, VOP at number 42 Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road. That's the location of the radio station. 42 Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road. So thank you so much for being part of the program. Much appreciated. And to Mr. Godwin, please don't go because you want to just rush and go now.
Okay.
So hold on. So thank you so much for being part of the program.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Okay. My name is Mary Onaife Edebi. Thank you for listening to Voice of the People. Keep it locked here. Voice of the People 90.3